Taken in late July 1941, this infamous photograph, traditionally known as the Last Jew of Vinnytsia, due to the handwritten inscription found on the reverse of one of its prints, depicts a man kneeling at the edge of a mass grave filled with corpses, moments before being shot dead by a member of the Nazi mobile killing units known as the Einsatzgruppen. Although various prints of the image were made during the war, it was not until 2 decades later, in 1961, that it was disseminated worldwide for the first time by the American news agency United Press in the midst of the trial of Adolf Eichmann in Jerusalem. Yet beyond being considered as one of the most graphic pieces of evidence of the Holocaust, very little was actually known about the more personal details of this image beyond the location given in its name, but even this had been incorrectly labeled. In 2023, German historian Jürgen Matthias received the war diaries of an Austrian Wehrmacht soldier named Walter Materna. These included a copy of the photograph of considerably higher quality than those known until then, with a handwritten note on the reverse stating that the scene took place on 28 July 1941 in the citadel of Berdychiv, located about 90 kilometers or 56 miles north of Vinnytsia, where the photograph had long been believed to have been taken. But this revelation would not be the only one. Following the publication of his findings in late 2023, Matthias received testimony from a reader who identified the executioner as Jacobus Onnen, an uncle of his wife and a member of the Einsatzgruppen. By comparing the images provided by the family in an AI-based facial recognition software, the killer in the image was identified with 99% accuracy as Jacobus Onnen. Born in 1906 in East Frisia and a high school teacher until the outbreak of the war, Onnen had joined the SS in 1932 and was deployed in June 1941 to Einsatzgruppe C, responsible for the murder of approximately 118,000 people, primarily Jews murdered as part of the Holocaust by bullets, as well as other civilian groups targeted by German occupation policies. In addition to this, it was also revealed that Onnen was killed in action 2 years later, in August 1943, coincidentally not far from the place where he had been immortalized. And what about the victim? To this day, and despite efforts to find matching photographs, his identity remains unknown. Matthias points out that it has not been possible to determine the identity of the man whom Onnen is about to shoot, a circumstance shared by the vast majority of Holocaust victims in Eastern Europe who remain anonymous, precisely as the perpetrators intended.